Tug. Come on. I'm going to win this.
Close by in Twickenham, Justine is having playtime with 9-month-old Rosie.
And floppy ears. Should we do floppy ears?
Rosie is a cross between a Springer Spaniel and a poodle, which is, no, they're known as a sprudel.
You a good girl? Sometimes. But sometimes I still roast chicken.
She means everything. We've only had her a short while, but she soon has become part of the family.
I give her treats without Daddy and Mummy looking, and I give Rosie my socks without Daddy and Mummy looking.
That last one kills me.
The boys absolutely love her. Harrison, my younger son, is really very attached to her and has been known to give her his socks to chew, which is fairly disgusting.
She's like a big furry cushion.
However, underneath all that fur, Justine is worried about a problem with Rosie's eye.
It's your massive eyelashes, isn't it?
I noticed recently that one of her eyes had become red and inflamed and was discharging. It looked to me like a conjunctivitis, like just an infection.
So in that corner you can see it's bright white, but the other side is much pinker and more inflamed.
Justine's about to take her sprudel to Scott for a second opinion.
You're all right, girl.
I'm hoping that it's something, that's easily treatable.
Good girl, Rosie. Are you excited to go to the vets?
As a human doctor, she knows all about the risks of surgery.
I have been told that for small puppies, going under anaesthetic can be quite challenging, but I'm an anaesthetist myself, so I'm sure she's in very good hands.
Hi, Justine. How are you?
Hey, good, thank you.
Hello, Rosie, the happiest dog in St Margaret's. How are you? Hey, how are you? She's an amazing dog, this dog. She's like a walking perm.
She is. She is.
Straight out of the 80s, you are. Hey, aren't you? Come on in. Come on.
Good girl. I know we're going. Hey, come on.
While Rosie appears to not have a care in the world, Scott soon discovers this happy sprudel does have a problem.
She's very red and irritated, isn't it, sweetie?
Okay.
So I can see she's got a little bit of discharge there.
Yeah, that's been a bit worse, I'd say, the last few weeks as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This eye actually is also a little red, the right eye. Not as bad as the left, but it's definitely redder than I would like.
Okay.
Irritation of eyes in dogs can be caused by loads of different things. Usually it's something environmental. For example, it might be some sort of grass or it might be some sort of pollen. Oh, it's pretty. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Oh, wow. Well, that's not something that you see every day, Rosie. Wow. Just look and see.
It's all right.
Okay, well, what she has is something called a dermoid cyst. Incredible, really, in this dog that she has so much hair on the outside of her body that she's decided to actually grow some hair on the inside of her eye.
Okay.
So,
I knew she was talented.
well, that's taking talent to a whole other level.
Dermoid cysts are not caused by the environment. Instead, it's a rare condition dogs have from birth.
Rosie would actually be feeling quite irritated indeed. When you've got hair rubbing against the cornea, which is the protective surface of your eye, that can be really quite painful, so we definitely need to do something about it. I think we should think about removing them. It's very, very delicate surgery, and it does come with risks like any anaesthetic does and any surgery does.
I'm not worried about the anaesthetic. I'm an anaesthetist, so I'm sure.
You're an anaesthetist?
I am. I'm sure she's in great hands.
Wow, the nurses are going to feel the pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Mum's an anaesthetist.
Rosie will be scheduled for surgery tomorrow.
Does that sound all right to you?
Rosie? I know she's in good hands, but obviously, as a pet owner and lover, I am obviously concerned about her. There are always complications with every procedure, and this is no exception, I guess.
Bye now.
Say, see you later.
Look
Say
after
bye,
her.
Mummy.
Take care.
See ya.
Say bye.
One girl with good hair, meet another girl with great hair.
she's got great hair.
Look at that. Hey?
At St Margaret's, Scott and head vet nurse Emma are getting 9-month-old sprudel Rosie ready for surgery.
So she's got some dermoid cysts in both eyes.
Wow.
She's got hair growing and rubbing against the corneas. So she's going to be in a lot of discomfort, but she acts like she's not.
Clearly.
Don't you? Hey, you're very happy. I think Rosie is aware of the hair in her eye because she's clearly irritated by it. But dogs are so fantastic, they're not hypochondriacs. And so she is being her normal, happy self, despite what would likely be a large degree of pain. So how are you feeling about this anaesthetic today? Feeling confident you got it all right?
I hope so. Why?
Well, you'll be feeling a little bit of pressure when I tell you what the lovely owner of Rosie does for a living.
Oh, don't. She's an anaesthetist.
She's an anaesthetist.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I definitely feel a bit of pressure knowing that Rosie's mum is a qualified anaesthetist. Veterinary nurses, we do a variety of jobs and anaesthesia is only a small part of that. So I'm feeling the pressure today.
So that's a hair follicle there. And then there's a hair there.
Dermoid cysts are a condition that occur in animals at birth, and Scott needs to find out if, over time, the hairy cysts have damaged Rosie's tear ducts.
Looking at this now with Rosie under anaesthetic, it's actually going to be a little bit trickier than I thought because the dermoid cyst is so close to the tear duct going down to her nose. So it's going to mean I'm going to have to be very careful about removing this aberrant skin on this left eye.
Scott is now using a coloured dye to find out whether the tear ducts are functioning properly.
What I've done is to put some stain into the eye just to see if the duct is working as a tube and that it's draining tears from the eye into the nose. Okay, well, it's very interesting. Both tear ducts are blocked. So she is able to produce tears, but they can't drain. Rather than them emptying like through the drain of a sink, they're bubbling over the rim. And so that's why she's got chronic and ongoing eye discharge. It's very interesting. These dermoid cysts, they've irreparably damaged or even have stopped the proper development of Rosie's tear ducts. All right, come on, Rosie, good girl. So you can see there's the hair, all of that needs to come out. I need to make sure I take it out deep enough because the follicles go quite deep, and if I don't, the hair will just grow back. So. There's one, so you can see very clearly how much hair is on that thing. Look at that rubbing in your eye.
After initially suspecting the cysts were blocking Rosie's tear ducts, Scott makes a remarkable discovery.
There is no duct. So this cyst, unfortunately, has developed in the place of what would be her tear duct. So Rosie can't cry and absorb those tears in the normal way and then come out through her nose. In fact, they're always going to come out her eyes. So she will have some leaky eyes. It's sort of be ironic, actually, because she's probably one of the happiest dogs I know, and yet she's going to look a little bit like she's crying all the time.
Bless her.
Yeah. The dermoid cyst on the left-hand side was maybe like about a centimetre, maybe a bit less. The right-hand side was about half the size. Hairy blighter number 2. Both of them had hair follicles and, of course, actual hairs growing out of them. Very weird, very abnormal, not something that you see every day. Let's pop you back in a kennel and call your mum. Yeah.
You looking forward to seeing Rosie?
2 hours later, Rosie's owner Justine and her son Harrison arrive to pick up their sprudel.
I'm a little bit nervous. I think Rosie's going to be quite groggy. She has had an anaesthetic before and she was pretty drowsy after that.
Hello!
Oh, you've got a comedy collar.
She has. She's got the cone of shame on. Hey.
Why does she have that again?
To stop her scratching her eye.
Stop her scratching her eye, exactly what Mum said, yeah. So, very interesting findings. No duct. So, that sounds terrible, but in fact, she's lived a whole life without those tear ducts. It just means that you will see a bit more overspill. So, even though you've got a very happy doggy, she's going to cry a little bit. So, you just need to give her lots of hugs. Sound good? Yeah?
Just need this.
Like that, just like that.
Just like that.
It's always a lovely moment as a vet when you can reunite a pet with an owner, and Harrison and Justine are there, very, very happy to see Rosie, which is wonderful.
Scott will check up on Rosie next week to make sure the sprudel's eyes have healed after the operation.
Are you going to look after her for me? There you go, young man.
Careful, darling.
See you later. Always off.
Thank you.
See you later, guys.
go.
Bye, Rosie.
Just be careful. Thank you.
See ya. All the
Scott.
best.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Rosie.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on this way. Thank you.
There's another patient Scott wants to catch up with, 9-month-old sprudel Rosie.
Hello. Wow. Hello. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Hello,
how
Justine.
you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
Good. Mwah.
Come in.
Thank you very much. Come on, you big hairy critter. Let's go. Good girl. And how have things been going since the surgery?
Really good. Really
Yeah?
good. She had a little bit of discharge, but it's all sorted itself out now.
Let's have a little look. I mean, they certainly look much less red and no more weird hair growing inside the eye, which is advantageous, isn't it?
That's got to be better.
Yeah. Rosie's eyes have healed perfectly well. There's a lot of blood supply going into the area, so it does heal very quickly. The suture now needs to come out, and that should be the end of surgery for Rosie. Should we get Mummy to take the suture out?
Yeah, let's do it, Rosie. Let's do it. Are you going to let me do it?
Yeah?
A trained anaesthetist, Justine spends most of her working life in an operating theatre,
Got to be still, Rosie.
but not with a surgical instrument in hand.
Normally, human patients stay quite still, especially if you're going towards them with something sharp, whereas I suspect Rosie won't be quite so still.
Mummy, very, very still. Yes, there it is. So all I need to do is just pull up one side of that suture and then slice the other side. Well done. There
Done.
we go. Yay!
Hey.
That wasn't too bad.
How hard is it to be a vet?
How rude. I think Justine's very happy with the result with Rosie. All she wants as a loving owner is to have a dog that's free of discomfort.
You've been a good girl. You smart, hey? She is full of life. She looks good, but hairy.
Are you happy? Eh? Are you happy? Yeah. Yes.
I'm Dr. Kate Adams and welcome to Bondi Pet, a new destination for pet health and well-being. Our site is filled with everything to fulfill your pet's needs so that you can make healthy choices for your pets.